Hi, I'm Glenn from Easy Rider Trikes in McKinney, Texas, just north of Dallas. We've been an authorized motor trike dealer ever since we opened the doors and use their awesome kits for all of our conversions, focusing mostly on the Honda Goldwing for the trikes that we convert to sell. We can convert most anything that comes in the door. So while these comments are regarding the Goldwing, they apply to other brands as well. Motorcycle batteries are never inexpensive to replace, and a bad battery can ruin your riding experience. Here at Easy Rider Trikes, we add a charging cable and include a trickle charger with each of our bikes. In this video, I'm going to cover several interesting ways to do that. Each is a simple Saturday morning project. The difficult part is to get the owner to remember to plug in the trike during the periods of little or no use. Regardless of your approach, wire the trickle charger or battery charger directly to the battery using a fuse, appropriate connectors, and suitable wiring. Double check the polarity as you connect the parts. I use connectors and terminals wherever I can to keep the installation neat and safe. The installations I show today are using the trickle charger just to keep the battery charged during those periods of non-use. The same approach can be used for a battery charger to recharge a down battery, but the trickle charger is the point of focus today. Each type of charger has its own unique characteristics and limitations, and one should not be substituted to do the job of the other. If you need to charge the battery, use a charger. If you're just trying to keep the battery fresh, use a trickle charger, unless the charger specifically states that it has a trickle low amperage function. Anytime you work on the electrical system, disconnect the ground battery cable at the battery. If you disconnect both, reconnect the ground cable last. Generally, the ground has a black cover or no cover, and the hot has a red cover. The fuse should be near the hot or red side of the battery. Although 12 to 14 gauge wire will be more than enough to carry the 10 amps from a battery charger, probably your worst case, the heavier wire will survive more of a beating from use and storage. 16 to 18 gauge wire will probably do the job if only a trickle charger is used. We build our cable out of 14 gauge, the best of both worlds. Start with the terminal ends to connect to the battery. Add a fuse near the hot terminal of the battery. Add enough wire so the excess wire can be handy but stashed out of sight. Add any type of connector to connect the harness to the trickle charger wiring, but the hot wire must be covered and protected from grounding. Replace the trickle charger clamps with the same kind of connector, but most important, watch the polarity. Red charger wire must connect to the red battery terminal and be protected. This is the hot wire and cannot contact the frame or any trike metal. Reassemble the trike and hide the onboard wiring, keeping it out of the airflow and away from the exhaust and engine heat. When it is time to attach the trickle charger, pull out the wires connected to the trike and attach them to the charger. Another clever way to hide the wiring is to use a 12-volt outlet, such as a cigarette lighter socket. This also gives the rider a power source for accessories. The outlet can be added in many places, but I prefer the left fairing pocket, out of sight and out of the weather. Position the wiring again away from the chafing points and exhaust heat. Watch the polarity, connecting the hot red wire to the center pin of the connector. Since we are dealing with plastic, the outer shell will need to be connected to the ground side of the battery. The red wire from the trickle charger must be connected to the center pin of the male power plug. This outlet will be hot at all times, so it should be covered or plugged so that coins and stuff like that can't find their way in there and create a short. I keep a USB converter partially pushed into mine. Outlets can be purchased at an automotive store with the cover or the plug. This makes for a very clean connection, plus the advantage of a hidden and convenient 12-volt source. Well, that's it. Be sure to gather all of your parts before starting on the project. Protect the wiring, honor polarity, and disconnect the battery's ground cable before starting. So until next time, ride safe and check 6. And if your trip takes you to North Texas, stop by and check out our awesome motor trike conversions. We're just north of Dallas, out Central Expressway. Or check us out on Facebook or on our website at www.easyridertrikes.com. Easy Rider Trikes. taking the elements out of writing.